In today's video, we're going to talk about the price increases for the FNB Premiere account and the FNB Premiere Fusion account. Hello, my name is Eldervin and welcome to my accountability project, Elevate My Life. I talk about cool stuff that I've learned, that I share with other people in finance, personal development, that sort of thing, and anything else that I find interesting. Today we're talking about FNB's increase for the year 2023-24. There are other kinds of Premiere accounts like the Premiere Select and the Islamic account and the Pay As You Use. But for the purpose of this video, I'm only going to focus on the current account and the Fusion account. In my household, we have got the FNB Premiere account. We've been using it for about a year or so, particularly because of the e-bucks. Now, if you don't know about the Premier Bank account, it's like for the middle income earners. So to qualify, I see it doesn't seem like they've changed the requirement for it this year. You need to earn between 249,000 and 849,000 Rand per year. On the Premier current account, it was 240 Rand last year. It's now 250 Rand this year. The spousal account also increased with 5 Rand. It was 120 Rand. It is now 125 Rand. But if you're on the Fusion account, it stays exactly the same. For the main account, it's 230, and for the spousal account, that's going to stay at 115 Rand. You can see that FNB's trying to get more customers towards the Fusion account. I'm not a fan of the whole overdraft facility or anything, because the moment that you spend 200 Rand of that overdraft facility, which the amount is going to be dependent on your own personal credit score, you are then going to be slapped with a 69 Rand monthly facility fee on top of your account fee of 230 Rand. I wonder if I set my overdraft facility to $100, if I can do that. Not financial advice, this is just for education and all that stuff. So if you have a current account and you just want to add a credit card on there and you don't want to take the Fusion account, it's kind of pointless doing it that way. It's now going to cost you 7 Rand more. It was 92 Rand last year. It's now 99 Rand for a standalone credit card. You'll still get one additional free credit card that you can use. And then every credit card after that, it's still going to cost you only 18 Rand 50. So that hasn't changed either. Now for that 250 monthly fee on the current account, or the 230 on the Fusion account, your card purchases, your EFTs, internal debit orders, external debit orders, your prepaid purchases on the app or online, and your in-contact subscription, all those kinds of things, that still stays the same. That's still free. You're not going to be charged extra for that. You won't be charged for the first 4,000 Rand that you withdraw from an FNB ATM or from a till at a participating retailer. But once it is that you draw more than 4,000 Rand in a particular billing cycle, you will be charged 10 cents more than you were last year if you're withdrawing at the ATM. And if you're going to withdraw at another ATM, on top of that, you're also going to be charged 12 Rand. Because our municipality doesn't have the ability to buy electricity via digital channels just as yet, we still withdraw cash from the retailer. It's just safer with all the scams and the robberies happening at ATMs. I'll do it at the till. That's fine with me. Ooh, this is quite interesting. So the pay and clear has decreased. It was 45 Rand last year. Now it's going to cost you only 30 Rand. It's still not close to what Capitec offers with the immediate payment of 7 Rand 50 per transaction, but at least it's heading in the right direction. A withdrawal from a local or international branch, it's going to cost you 80 Rand and 3 Rand per 100 Rand, making it 15 cents more expensive than it was last year. But if you're withdrawing from an international ATM, you're only going to pay the $80 and not the additional 2 Rand 85 per 100 Rand like you would have last year. Cash deposits at the ATM, it's going to be 10 cents more per 100 Rand. And at the branch, it's going to be 15 cents more, and it's going to cost you an additional 80 Rand on top of that. Online statements that you download or that you email via the app or online, still free, but it's going to cost you 50 Rand per statement if you go and do it inside the branch. If you use one of those smart little kiosks, it's going to cost you now 4 Rand per page that you print instead of the 3 Rand 75 that it did last year. Depending on your e-bucks level, you're still going to get up to 8 complimentary slow lounge visits, but once you've exhausted that after your trips to where rich people go. Once you've exhausted that, it's 20% more expensive this year. Yikes. Like for domestic visits, you'll now be paying 50 Rand more, so it's 300 bucks. For the international visits, it's 80 Rand more. That's going to put you back 480 Rand. So card replacement fees, that's also gone up. For the Fusion or the current card, it's now going to be 25 Rand more, bringing it to 150 bucks. And the temp cards also increased. That's gone up with 10 Rand to 120 Rand. The FNB petrol card was 125. It's now going to cost you 150. You still won't pay a fee for the standard delivery of your card or delivery to the branch, but they don't say how long that takes in comparison to like a scheduled delivery or an urgent delivery. Urgent delivery is now 5 Rand more. It used to be 260. It's now 265. A scheduled delivery is 10 Rand more, was 150. Now it's 160. And then international deliveries, they've also gone up by 30 Rand to 760 bucks. Buying lotto, DSTV payments, and verifying a bank account online, whether that is with FNB or with another account to make sure that you're paying the right person, that's still going to stay the same. So there's no increase there. They have added something called the EFT recall and the EFT reverse to the pricing guide. Now, last year, I couldn't see anything in last year's guide, but to show what the difference is, if you know what it is, comment down below. It could help me in the future if I do ever need a service like this or anyone else that is watching this video. But if you are going to do an EFT recall, it's going to cost you 124 Rand. And then for a single EFT reversal, it's going to cost you 325.50, so 325 Rand and 50 cents. For a batch recall, that's going to cost you 683 Rand. Debit or disputes are still going to be 5 Rand if you do it via the digital channels. But if you go into the branch, it's 2 Rand more now. It was 45 Rand last year. It's now 47 Rand if you do it at the branch, or if you call the telephone banking and a consultant assists you with doing that. For the blessers, sending money to an e-wallet account, it's 10 cents more than it was last year. So now it's 2 Rand plus 2 Rand 40 per 100 Rand that you send. A reversal of a send to an e-wallet via cell phone banking is now 17 Rand 50, and they've added that you can do it via the app. I don't know if this is something new, but it is new on the pricing guide. Via the app, if you do it now, it's also going to be 17 Rand 50. So on average, if I look at all the different increases that have been applied, it's going to cost you 8% more this year for your banking with FNB on the current or the Fusion account than it did last year. Now, considering that inflation has gotten to 11th month low in April of 6.8, it's still above the inflation rate. I mean, a bank is a bank is a bank though, right? I didn't consider any other banks increases or anything. I really like the FNB eBucks program. If you get to understand the rules really well and you follow them, it can really make a difference. It took us a while to actually get to coveted level 5 status. By the way, we did this without any credit. No overdraft, no credit card, no personal loan, nothing like that. And later I will make a video about this to show you exactly how I did that, because when we did that, we were able to save 8,147 Rand extra for the year just with the eBucks. Now that's no money out of our pockets. That's literally just based on our spending habits, extra money come December, use that money for groceries or whatever the case may be. It makes a difference. And now in the new year, since December till now, we have passed the 8,000 Rand mark because we've been on level 5 consistently, and I've been policing it. To make sure that I get the eBucks that we're supposed to get, that the amounts are correct. There's a little bit of work that goes into it, but we're on our way to getting like 12 grand this year, and I think that's worth it. It's money for jam, so why not? But anyway, that's for another video. That is basically the increases for this year. Leave your questions down below. If you do have any, I'll answer the best way that I can. And if you know about the EFT recall and reversal stuff, let us know. I'd really like to just figure out how exactly that works and what that's for. Is it guaranteed? Like, will I get my money back? You know, those kinds of things. You've been a really good listener today. Cheers for tuning in. See you again. Take it easy.